Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. So, the 2026 World Cup has already given us some absolutely unbelievable moments, right? But man, we have finally arrived at a true heavyweight blockbuster. We're setting the stage today for one of the biggest, most anticipated matches of the entire tournament, England versus Argentina in the semifinal. It's a monumental clash, and I am so pumped to walk you through exactly what we can expect when these two giants step onto the pitch. Okay, let's just quickly look at our roadmap for today. We'll be covering 1. The semifinal stakes, 2. The contenders' identities, 3. The tactical chess match, 4. Key players to watch, 5. Strengths and weaknesses, and finally, 6. The final verdict.
All right, Section 1, the semifinal stakes. Decades of waiting versus continued dominance.
Look, the pressure on both of these squads right now is just massive. Only one team is going to earn that coveted spot in the final. And it really boils down to this one dramatic question. Is England finally going to end literally decades of heartbreak and waiting for a world title? Or will Argentina's unbelievable World Cup journey just keep rolling, cementing their dominance once again? The history between these two is palpable, and the stakes, they literally could not be higher. Moving right along to Section 2, the contenders' identities, balance versus creativity.
Let's look at England first. Their whole identity this tournament has been built on just incredible discipline and balance. They've combined a rock-solid defense with a super organized midfield, plus some seriously dangerous attacking options. But what really stands out when you watch their knockout matches is their maturity. Rather than just hoping for one guy to do something brilliant, they're operating as a totally cohesive unit. They're patient, and their ability to control the ball while still being this constant, lurking, counterattacking threat, it's a huge advantage.
Now flip that over to Argentina. Their identity is all about creativity and immense pressure. They're basically showing us all exactly why they're football royalty. Even when games have gotten incredibly gritty and difficult this year, Argentina just finds solutions. They do it through this really intelligent movement off the ball, lightning-quick passing, and just clinical finishing. But honestly, their biggest weapon, it's their high-pressure knockout experience. These guys know exactly how to perform when the lights are at their absolute brightest. Which brings us to Section 3, the tactical chess match, where the game will be decided. This is where things get really fascinating, seeing how these two very different identities are going to collide. We are looking at a classic clash of styles here. England is probably going to lean heavily on that defensive organization, essentially absorbing the pressure like a sponge, before launching these lightning-fast attacks down the wings. Argentina, on the other hand, is going to want the ball. They'll try to dominate possession and methodically, patiently build up their chances. So it's the classic setup, waiting for the perfect counterattack versus a dominant possession game. Because of this stark contrast, the center of the pitch, it's going to be an absolute war zone. The midfield battle is almost certainly where this game is won or lost, whichever team can control the ball. And this is absolutely crucial. Limit their mistakes in that central area, they're going to have the upper hand. Oh, and keep a really close eye on set pieces. In a match that's expected to be this tight, a single corner kick or a well-placed free kick could literally be the decider.
All right, Section 4, key players to watch, star matchups.
Tactics are great and all, but they mean nothing without the actual players pulling them off, right? And this game is just packed with world-class talent. Up front, you've got the clinical, cold-blooded finishing of England's Harry Kane going toe-to-toe with the relentless, incredibly smart movement of Argentina's Julian Alvarez. In the engine room, it's Jude Bellingham's dynamic creativity up against Enzo Fernandez's masterful control of the tempo. And for the ultimate X factors, Bukayo Saka's blistering pace. Actually, scratch that. It's not just his pace, it's his perfect timing on the counter, trying to find a way past Emiliano Martinez, who we all know is ridiculously clutch in goal. If any one of these stars goes off, they could single-handedly change the whole shebang. Section 5, strengths and weaknesses, the vulnerabilities. Let's impartially break down where these teams excel and, more importantly, where they might crack. Looking at England, their strengths are just undeniable. That elite defensive organization, strong aerial ability, dangerous counters, and some really fantastic squad depth. But they aren't invincible. They can actually struggle when a team presses them really aggressively, which can lead to this kind of slow, sluggish build-up play from the back. If Argentina comes out with a high aggressive press, they might just exploit that.
To balance it out, let's look at Argentina. Their strengths, supreme technical quality, big match experience, a highly creative midfield, and this uncanny ability to just stay ice cold under pressure. But here's the thing. Their weaknesses are exactly what England is built to exploit. Because Argentina pushes so hard, they can leave major defensive gaps during transitions, making them highly vulnerable to quick counterattacks. If Argentina commits too many guys forward, England's wingers are going to find acres of space on the break.
Which brings us to our last stop, Section 6. The final verdict? Razor-thin margins. Predicting a match like this is virtually impossible because both teams have more than enough quality to take it. But looking at the potential game scripts, there are a few huge deciding factors. If England scores first, watch out. They'll likely sit back, use that elite defense, and just control the tempo. But if Argentina dominates early possession, they could slowly strangle the game and take total control. Ultimately, we might just be waiting for one single moment of brilliance or one really bad defensive mistake. And honestly, don't make any plans for right after the game because we cannot rule out extra time or penalties here. So what do the actual numbers say? To put this into perspective, we are looking at a razor-thin statistical margin. The data gives Argentina a 52% win probability, with England breathing right down their necks at 48%. England is a bit stronger defensively, sure, but Argentina has that deep well of high-pressure knockout experience. That makes Argentina the absolute slightest of favorites, but come on, with a margin of 4%, it is effectively a coin toss. So, we've broken down the identities, the tactical chess match, the star players, and the vulnerabilities. Now, I want to hear from you. Who is reaching the World Cup final? Is England finally going to return to the ultimate stage, or is Argentina going to continue their march to glory? Get down in the comments and drop your predictions. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep analyzing the beautiful game, and I'll see you all next time.